Um, I am tasked to discuss to you the basics of science writing o yung pagsulat ng artikulong pang-agham sa Filipino. So this is a very short discussion and I'm just going to discuss to you the basics kung ano yung dapat ninyong malaman at matutunan para maintindihan ninyo kung paano sumulat ng isang artikulong pang-agham. So let's have the first slide. So what is science writing? Ano yung pagsulat ng artikulong pang-agham? So let's talk about this one first. Ito. Bridge information gap between researchers and the public. So we all know that science is a body of knowledge wherein discovery, understanding of different aspects of life, of the earth, and the outside of our atmosphere. Yun yung pinag-uusapan natin when we talk about science. So dito, dahil ang siyensya ay ipinapaliwanag sa atin ng mga siyentista or the scientist or what we call the researchers. Some of the people could not easily understand the scientific terms, the scientific explanations na ipinapaliwanag ng ating mga scientists and researchers. That's why we, as science writers, will give a bridge to solve information gap between the researchers and the public. So tayo yung pumapagitna. Kumbaga tayo yung public speaker pagdating sa pagpapaliwanag ng mga science researches sa publiko. Sa anong paraan? Tayo yung naglo-localize or tayo yung nagko-contextualize, I should say. Tayo yung nagko-contextualize ng mga information na dapat malaman ng publiko. So, halimbawa, ipaliwanag natin yung pagsikat ng araw sa isang bata. Yan. So, syempre, may mga terminologies na ipapaliwanag ang isang researcher, ang isang scientist na hindi maiintindihan ng isang bata. So, tayo bilang science writer, tayo yung maaatasan na mula sa impormasyon na ibinigay ng isang researcher, ng isang scientist, tayo ngayon yung magpapaliwanag nito sa lengguwahe na maiintindihan ng ating mambabasa at yun nga, specifically sa isang bata. Okay, next. Explains science concepts in common language. So eto na nga yung na-tackle natin kanina. So gagawin natin yung mga scientific terms, scientific messages or scientific words into a common language. Kagaya nung mga scientific names, di ba? Kaya Moringa oleifera. Maintindihan ba ng lahat yung Moringa oleifera kung hindi niya inaral ang mga scientific names? Siyempre hindi. So sasabihin natin malunggay. So ganun yung isa sa mga nais o isa sa mga goal ng science writing. Next one, relates science to the lives of people. So ano yung silbi nito? So kagaya din sa pagsusulat ng balita. For what? Para saan itong balita na ito, 'di ba? Hindi lang tayo basta magbabalita lang. Ano? Kailangan nating i-relate yung ibinabalita natin or sinusulat natin sa buhay ng mga tao. Kung ano yung silbi nito, kung ano yung halaga nito. Okay? So ayan, naulit lang siya dito. Relate science to the lives of people. So we have the three main purpose of science writing. First one is to bridge information gap between researchers and the public. Next, explains science concepts in common language and relates science to the lives of people. So next. So these are the three types of science writing. So we have the science news, science feature, and the science editorial. So kapag alam ninyo kung paano sumulat ng balita, ganun na ganun yung atake sa pagsusulat ng science news. Ang pagkakaiba lang nila is the content. Yung content lang yung pagkakaiba. Usually, we tell news of current situations. We tell news of developing and progressing information. And for science news, we're going to give news about science informations, about science discoveries, about unique stories of science with the format of a news article. Next, we have the science feature. So just like a feature article, we are going to make a science feature article using the format of a feature article. And of course, for the science editorial, ayan. So sa science madali lang tayong makakasulat kapag alam natin yung tatlong format ng mga ito. Kaya ang campus journalism topics are intertwined with each other, especially with the science writing. So you should learn how to make a news article, feature article, and an editorial article for you to write a science article. So kumbaga passes mo yung tatlong yon. So isa kang mahusay na writer kapag ikaw ay isang science writer kasi alam mo kung paano sumulat ng balita. Alam mo kung paano sumulat ng lathalain o yung feature. At alam mo kung paano sumulat ng editorial o opinion. Okay, so for an example of a science news, we have here this one. So let me read to you the science news article. Diwata 1, the country's first microsatellite, launched into space on board an Atlas V rocket on Wednesday, March 23 at around 11 a.m. Philippine time. The rocket took off the Cape Canaveral, Florida in the U.S. The Filipino-made microsatellite will be brought to the International Space Station or ISS, where it will be calibrated before rocketing into mission. At the space station, Diwata will be housed in the Japanese Experiment Module or GEM, nicknamed Kibo. And by the end of April, the GEM Small Satellite Orbital Deployer or JSSOD will release Diwata 1 into space at an altitude of 400 kilometers from the Earth's surface. So now, the first three paragraphs are very contextualized, wherein readers in different ages and in different status of life can understand this news article. So yun yung isa sa mga goal. So na-target niya. Ngayon, alamin natin yung isa pa. Kung na-target ba niya yung common language na maintindihan ng mambabasa sa kahit anumang estado ng buhay o sa kahit anumang edad? So, it's a yes. Kasi yung mga words ay ginawang common language instead of using scientific terms. Okay. Next part. Diwata 1 will be in orbit for about 18 to 20 months. The satellite has 4 specialized cameras for imaging weather patterns, agricultural productivity, and land and water resources. Diwata 1 is expected to be in orbit for approximately 20 months, taking images twice daily. And while country's first microsatellite is still in orbit, its sister Diwata 2 will be launched late 2017 or early 2018. A viewing session of the rocket launch was organized at the Electrical and Electronics Engineering Institute, University of the Philippines or UP Diliman. The session will connect the Philippines or UP and Department of Science and Technology and Japan or the Hokkaido University and Tohoku University through video conferencing. Next question. Na-target ba natin yung last na goal ng isang science article? Yung for what? Yung kung ano yung may silbi ba ito sa buhay ng mga tao? Yes. Na-explain dito sa sa part na ito. The microsatellite has 4 specialist cameras for imaging weather patterns, agricultural productivity, and land and water resources. So yun yung silbi nung science article. So ito ay para sa weather patterns. So magbe-benefit ang mga tao kasi magkakaroon na tayo ng isang bagay para i-detect o ipakita yung weather pattern sa isang lugar. Agricultural productivity. So magsisilbi din ito sa agrikultura. Kasama ng land and water resources. So another part named after a Filipino mythological character. The 50-kilogram Diwata or fairy was designed and developed by an all-Filipino team of scientists and engineers who are now based in Japan. Diwata is a flagship project of the Department of Science and Technology or DOST, meant not just to place the Philippines in the map of space innovation, but also to reap its contributions to agricultural productivity, food security, and even tourism. They were trained in this technology in our hope of providing vital information to our farmers so they will be prepared on what crops to plant, when to plant, and how they can provision contingencies in overcoming the ill effects of El Nino up to the middle of 2016. DOST Secretary Mario Montejo said. So ayan. So meron din tayong quoted statement dito wherein kasama siya sa isang news article. Okay. So ito yung example ng isang news article for a science. Okay. So now let me show to you some of the science articles in 3 types that we have sent to the Division Schools Press Conference, Regional Schools Press Conference, and the National Schools Press Conferences for 2017, 2019, and 2020. So let me show to you first this one. Okay, so this is the school publication o ang opisyal na pahayagan ng Katnag Elementary School, Lalawigan, Tarlac, Hunyo hanggang Nobyembre. taong 2016. So I know some of your campus journalists from Kotnag Elementary School are here during the 2016. To name some, we have Kurt, Princess K, sino pa ba? Si Abish. Yan. So this is the news article. So let's have the science part. Agham at teknolohiya. Eto. So we have here the article, Zumba Minute, solusyon sa overweight. Babasahin ko yung ilang part sa inyo. So, buntunan nagtukso ang mga kakilala kong nasobrahan ng lusog. Masakit man sa pandinig pero totoo. Kung ano-ano na ang itinatawag sa kanila para lamang matukoy na sila ay matataba. Ngunit, lubos silang natuwa nang ipinanukala ng aming punong guro na si Dr. Alex G. Lucero ang Zumba Minute sa aming paaralan. Teka, ano ba itong Zumba Minute na ito? Hindi na lamang mga batang kulang sa timbang ang binibigyan ng solusyon ngayon dahil marami na ring mga bata ngayon ang dapat pagtuunang pansin dahil sa kanilang sobrang timbang. Kaya naman, bilang tugon sa isa na namang suliraning kagaya nito, ipinatupad ng aming punong guro ang Zumba Minute na naglalayong mabawasan ang sobrang timbang ng mga mag-aaral sa Kotnag Elementary School na nasobrahan sa lusog. Saglit lang, may tanong ako, bakit kailangan nating mabawasan ang kanilang sobrang timbang? Ayon sa United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization or FAO, isa ang Pilipinas sa may pinakamataas na antas ng mga taong may labis na katabaan o overweight. Isinasaad din sa survey ng National Food Survey ng Food and Nutrition Research Institute or FNRI, napakalaki ng itinaas ng mga batang overweight. Mula sa dalawang bahagdan noong 1898 hanggang 1998, lumobo ang bilang ng mga batang overweight patungo sa 4.9% noong 2013. Sa katunayan, isa sa bawat 10 mag-aaral ng CMES ay overweight. Pataas ang bilang ng mga batang overweight, kaya isang magandang programa itong Zumba Minute para sa kanila. Sasayaw sila na parang isang Zumba session sa paaralan sa loob ng 30 minuto tuwing hapon. Pagkatapos ng kanilang mga klase. Hindi lang ito makakatulong sa kanilang pisikal na anyo, kundi mapipigilan din ang pagkakaroon nila ng mga sakit kagaya ng diabetes at hypertension. Sabi ni Ginang Edita Barba, nutrition leader ng CNES. Nakasayaw na sila, pumayat pa. Saan ka pa, di ba? Ngayon ay hindi na sila tutuksuin ng mga kapwa nila, mga bata, dahil mayroon ng Zumba Minute na tutunaw sa kanilang mga nagsusumigaw na taba. Okay, and that is from Micah Julia Ozaraga. And it was written year 2016. So ayan. First question, what type of science article is this? So as you can see, the pattern is a feature article. It's like news feature. Parang pinagsamang news at feature article because of the data, the information together with some of the, ayan, etong mga to. Mga questions, ang tawag dito, leading questions para sa mga information na dapat nating ilabas. So as you can see, we have data. Ito. Pansinin natin yung data na to. Meron sa FAO, from United Nations yon, FNRI, sa national ito, and ito sa ito localized na information. O, di ba? So meron tayo from international, from national, and local. So sa tingin ninyo, ano yung nagpanalo nitong science page na to sa National Schools Press Conference bilang third place sa Science and Technology page? It's because of the data that we have injected on the article. So, napakasimple lang na issue. So, may problema doon sa ating article. Tapos nagbigay ng solusyon. Ngayon, yung solusyon, yung ibinalita doon sa problema na isang science problem because it talks about nutrition. 'Di ba? So, ganun tayo gumawa ng article. Hanap tayo ng problema na nabigyan ng solusyon. So isang paraan 'yon, maghanap ng problema na binigyan ng solusyon tapos hanapin yung resulta ng solusyon na ginawa. Tapos sa pagbibigay natin ng tinatawag na data, kailangan reliable, credible, reliable, truthful yung mga data na kinukuha natin. Paano tayo at saan tayo makakakuha ng data? Internet is very available. It's just that we need to be we need to have that sense of understanding kung yung balita ba o yung information ba na yon ay totoo o hindi. Okay, so let's have another here. Ang tatlong K kontra patpatin. Kung maglakad, akala mo'y lapis na lumulundag. Kung tumindig, akala mo'y posteng itunusok sa luwad. Ilan lamang ito sa mga panunuksong naririnig ng mga batang kulang sa timbang, kulang sa lusog at kulang sa nutrisyon. Ang mga batang malnourished. Kaya naman, dito sa Katnag Elementary School o CNES, nakaisip kami ng tatlong K para labanan ang malnutrisyon. Nais ba ninyong malaman kung ano-ano ang mga ito? Tara, makinig kayo. So ano napansin ninyo? So nutrition ulit yung inatake dito. And this is a feature article. And it gives the know-hows or the steps. Next part. Ito, basura. Saan ka pupunta? Another feature article about taking care of the environment. Now here, let's have this one kasi iba yung atake nito. Ito yung isa sa mga ginawan namin ng very unique perspective sa pagsusulat ng isang feature article. Ako si basura. Tinatapon lang ako ng mga tao kung saan-saan. Sa estero, sa gilid ng kalsada, sa sulok-sulok ng kung saan-saan. Minsan, sa bulsa pa ng iba. Hahaha, kahit saan ka tumingin, naroon ako. Pero yung totoo, saan ba talaga ako dapat pumunta? Dito sa Katnag Elementary School, aba, maayos akong isinisilid ng sa bawat sisidlan. Nabubulok, di nabubulok, at magagamit muli. Tara, alamin natin kung saan kami patungo ng mga kasama ko pagkatapos naming mailagay sa mga sisidlan. So from that passage of the feature article, we have noticed that the speaker is yung basura itself. Diba? So that is very unique. And that what's make a feature article for is science a very excellent output. Kailangan mag-isip tayo ng unique na way ng pagdi-deliver ng information, ng data sa science for us to have a very reader-friendly article. Okay, so Ito naman, Upland KKB. Kakasa ka ba? Another way of getting readers' attention sa mga science articles na meron tayo, aside from the data and information that they can get from the article, is the title or the headline. So pansinin natin to. Upland KKB, kakasa ka ba? So nagkaroon siya ng parang mga tugma sa ito KKB. Tapos kakasa ka ba? Which means na yung KKB ay kanya-kanyang baunan. Okay, and this one, ito, pakita ko yung spreadsheet niya. This one is our spreadsheet for the science and technology. Usually, on a school publication, ang ginagawang centerfold o yung nasa bandang gitna, kalagitnaan na page o yung pag binuklat mo na ganyan, diretso siya. Usually, feature article yung nandun. Kasi ang ayos niya sa typical na newspaper ng isang school, news, opinion, feature, science, and then sports. Pero sa amin dito noon, 2016, ang ginawa namin, binaliktad namin because we want to prioritize science and technology page that time. Kasi ang dami naming mga magandang mga articles and magandang mga data na nandun. Kaya sinubukan namin baliktarin. Ginawa naming centerfold yung science and technology, and it came up to be successful. Kaya yon, nakarating ito ng National Schools Press Conference. So now, here is our centerfold, San Clemente, para sa 5 tatak ng agham at teknolohiya. I think ito yung kung talaga nagdala sa amin sa National Schools Press Conference kasi na-showcase dito ang iba't ibang aspect ng science and technology. So on the first part, we have here, walang katapusang luntian. So these are all news feature articles sa science. Walang katapusang luntian, which talks about the agriculture. On this one, ang green engineering sa bahay ni Kuya ng San Clemente, di ba? Yung ating munisipyo na parang bahay ni Kuya yung itsura. So green engineering. So the engineering aspect naman. So dito naman meron ulit tayo munting hagdan-hagdang palayan. So we have here the agriculture technology dito. The contour farming. Next one is ang lasap ng veggie burger ng Kusina 523. Kung naaalala ninyo yung malapit or tapat ng Petron sa bayan. Ayun, yung Kusina 523. Meron silang veggie burger doon. And it pertains to nutrition, food and nutrition. And this one, Duwag Paraiso Patungong Langit, wherein we showcased here the diversity of the natural resources in San Clemente. O, di ba, full pack? Ganyan dapat yung paggawa ng isang science page. Kailangan full pack. Yung may showcase mo lahat, ibubuhos mo lahat para talagang mapapawaw yung reader ninyo. So, ganun siya. Okay, so let's have another one here. So this is from the 2017 National Schools Press Conference, 3rd place in Science and Technology page. Now I'm going to show you the 3rd place of the Science and Technology page in English during the 2018 National Schools Press Conference, and one of the best school papers in the Philippines for English category. This is Tribu, the official pupil publication of Duogar Settlement Elementary School for June to November 2018. So let me show you the science page. So nung nalipat ako ng school sa Duag, ayan, dinala ko yung concept ng pag-twist ng pages. So inuna namin yung science and technology here. So isa rin sa mga factor sa pagbuo, sa paggawa ng isang quality and appealing na news page. So hindi na lang tayo sa news article ngayon na. So let's talk about the sa publication na sa news page na ay yung layout. So kung tayo ay isang news writer and at the same time mayroon din tayong gift of layouting. Yan. Ito yung mga tips ko sa inyo. Isa sa mga nanghihila pataas ng inyong mga article ay yung layout doon sa dyaryo. As you can see here, yan, very maluwang yung spaces na kung saan hindi nasa-sacrifice yung mismong page. Okay, so on this article, we have here a taste of healthy mentality. So sa title pa lang, meron na tayong tinatawag na rhymes. Healthy mentality. So isa yun sa nagbibigay ng magandang appeal sa ating articles, yung headline or yung title, na kung saan we give figurative languages dito sa ating article. So here we have an editorial article here. And this one, ayan, handicrafts to quality products. So meron tayong mga quoted statements dito na nilagay. And then ito, pakita natin. Wait lang ha. View. Page display. Two-page view. Ayan. Diba? Ang luwang niyang tignan. So dito naman, parang ito rin yung best na article na nagdala din ng newspaper na ito sa National Schools Press Conference. My Extraordinary Day with Technology. So yung nagsasalita dito ay isang AITA na madalang makababa sa bayan na kung saan abundant yung presence ng technology. So we have here, ayan, nakasulat, transportation. So we have the transportation, next is the health, next is the economy, food, and sanitation. So para siyang nagre-review dito. Para siyang movie review kumbaga. Pero ito, real life review ng buhay sa Patag na kung saan ay very abundant, very available ang produkto ng technology. So meron siyang mga lines dito na talagang tumatatak sa isip ng isang mambabasa. So let's try to analyze. Ito. Let's have dahil isa itong science news feature, meron siyang atake dito sa ating first, dun sa kanyang introduction. Ayan. My Extraordinary Day with Technology. I got so ecstatic when my advisor told me that I will be going down, travel, from our mountainous paradise to the town proper of San Clemente, our home. Plenty of things run into my mind, like riding on a bus or even tricycles, eating food that I haven't been tasted, and even seeing things that I haven't seen before. I decided to take down all the memories that I had experienced with in this what I call my not so ordinary day. I might sound so awkward, but things didn't go the way I imagined to be. With this travelogue of mine, I learned a lot of things. I learned a lot about the way life goes in the hands of technology. Let's have here on the transportation. The invention of vehicle is one of the most promising breakthrough in the field of technology. Aside from electricity, transportation made our daily lives more convenient and even better. As an Aita who lives in a mountainous area, I frequently see big trucks and heavy-duty single motorcycles climbing up on our place. We are mesmerized how these wonderful creations had made to help people in many ways. But we also are quite disappointed for what it can bring to our environment and to humankind. Air pollution and accidents. Based on the 2018 record of the municipal government of San Clemente, there are around 12,000 people who owns vehicles. 65% of them owns 2 or more of it, according to the San Clemente Rural Health Unit. 27 record, there are an average of 20 people reported to be involved with a vehicular accident in a month. Technology gives us convenience in life, but we should be responsible for what technology can bring us and can do to us. Life is a gift itself. We shouldn't just put ourselves on the wheels of change. Instead, let's keep walking and make changes for the better. So, ayan. So, as you can see, meron ulit tayong mga data. And yung ating intro and yung kicker o yung conclusion natin ay talagang yung mga words talagang makukuha yung attention mo para mapabasa doon sa article. O, tapos dito sa transportation, meron pa siyang term na ito, wheels of change, di ba? Yung mga ganyan na mga terms na connected doon sa iyong tinutungkoy. So nagbigay siya ng positive effect of transportation and the negative effect of transportation. But pumagitna siya. Para siyang tuloy, hindi na lang siya feature article, hindi na lang siya news feature. Parang news feature and naging editorial yung dating. Parang naging 3-in-1 dahil doon sa last sentence niya. Ano? Okay? So, that's it. Ayan. So, my advice to you science writers is to discover on your own, magbasa ng mga science articles kasi hindi kayo matututong magsulat kung hindi kayo nagbabasa. Kagaya din sa pagsusulat ng mga ordinary na mga sentences and paragraphs. Kapag hindi ka nagbabasa, hindi kayo matututong magsulat. And learn to discover things on your own place. And isa sa best na makakapagbigay sa inyo ng best topic para sa inyong susulating article is to research. Paano ano yung research na tinutukoy ko sa inyo. On discovering new things or problems on your own society, you can do research. Alam niyo kung anong problema, ano yung mga solusyon na ginawa, or ano yung pwedeng isolusyon doon sa problema, mag-interview ng mga tao na connected doon sa mga issues, and then try to make your thoughts clear by giving words or writing words that can be easily understood by your reader. And that's it for the science writing. Okay, so now let me show you my slide.